Well, I have to say, I'm surprised. Hi guys, I've just seen this Turtle Wax scratch remover for £2.94 on special offer. Now, as I've got a few minor scratches and swells on the van, I thought for £2.94, let's give it a try. So first things first, let's give the van a wash. Okay, that's the van wash now. What I'm going to try and do now is try and point out these scratches that are on here. It's a little bit hard to see because it's so bright, but I think if I just go in there, the scratches all the way up and down this post. Also on the bonnet here, again I don't know if it's going to be able to pick it up, but I'll try and get it. There's a scratch right the way up there. And there's also another one just there. Okay, so this is the area I'm going to try and do first. Right, that's dried to a haze now, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to buff it off. Obviously I've left this a little bit here, put a little bit too much on, but I'm going to wipe that off and put it on a different scratch. But I'm just going to give that a wipe off now and see what that looks like. Straight away I can see the difference. It has took like the white lines like that's underneath the collar away. You can still see the scratches it's kind of like it's got rid of the obvious signs of it. So I think what I might do is I might just go over it once again. Okay, so the second going over it has dried now, so let's wipe this off now. Well, going over it a second time has made a big difference straight away. Definitely. Yeah, it's made a big difference, that. Difference, because before, I know it was quite hard to tell in the light, but before when you looked at this pillar all the way up you could see all the scratches, all the zigzags and so on. It was going up here, but now it's gone. I'm surprised. Okay, what I've done here on the bonnet is I've put 2 bits of masking tape, one at the top and one at the bottom where the scratch is. It's just that I can see, because it's so bright, where the scratch is. Okay, so let's put some cream on and try this one. Okay, that's dry now, so let's pop it off, see what it looks like. Now looking at that, I can see that what it's done is, you can't see the colour of the scratch underneath because it was like a white line underneath it. Again, if the camera's picking it up, you can still see the mark where the actual scratch was. So what I'm going to do, same as the other one, I'm going to give it another coat and try that. Once again, buff it off. Just going to take these off. Okay, now given that a second going over with a bit more cream, again it's made a big difference, so I think going over it twice is the way to go with this stuff. Right, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to find one more scratch that I've got on the bonnet and try it on that. Okay, I'll just show you this. A scratch there and it goes about there, so again I'll just see if I can. Again, I don't know if the camera can pick it up as much as I can see it, but it's just, like I said, starts there, goes up there. So what I'm going to do again, I'm just going to put a bit of masking tape at the top and the bottom of it, just so I can see exactly where it is. And again, buff it off, let it dry. Take that off. It's easier. Again, this definitely took away the mark that's on it, but you can still see slightly the actual sort of like indentation of the paint where the scratch was. But overall, I'm impressed with that. just spotted a few more scuffs and marks and little tiny scratches, because that's the thing, when you start looking, you start seeing them. There's another one there, line there, goes up, there's a line there, a few little scratches there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do all of this area. This will be the last bit that I do, and see how that looks. When you're rubbing this in, you can actually feel where it gets to the point where it feels like the cream actually dries up a little bit, and you can kind of hear it sort of like rubbing like dry against it. I think that's the point where you're actually sanding the scratch out, so you'll be able to hear that. But that sound definitely tells me that the abrasion that's in it is actually working. While that's drying, I've come back to the point where I've got the scratch out on this point. Because I've walked away from it now, I can't actually see where the scratch was, so it's obviously works. It's quite good because I can't actually see where the scratch was. So that's good. Now it's dry. Let's buff this one off. I'm just going to take that off. Okay, let's go. You can still just about see the mark, this sort of little scratch. What I'm going to do is, like all the others, I'm going to give it one more quick go and see what that looks like. I'm just going to do it on just this point here because that's where the deepest scratch was. Okay, buff it off now. Yeah, it's made a big difference, that. Big difference. I think obviously I know where the scratches are because obviously I've seen them before, but I think anybody else that was looking, I don't think would actually see them. Yeah, impressed with that. I've spotted a few more little scratches, so whilst I'm doing this, I'm just going to get these ones done as well. Hi guys, well I've just finished putting the Tutter Wax Scratch Remover on obviously little scratches that I had on the van. Well, first things first, did it work? Yeah, it worked. I'm quite surprised, to be honest with you. Now bear in mind I only paid £2.94 for it, so I didn't really have high expectations of it, but it works, surprisingly. What I did find is, on scratches I found it better to put maybe 2 coats, so like do it once, obviously rub it off when it's dried, and then put like another layer on, rub it in, and then obviously when that's dried, rub that off. I found that doing it twice actually makes the scratch seem like it's not there anymore. What I found was when I had finished like rubbing the second like layer off, I found that because obviously I know where the scratch is, I kept looking at it, but when I walked away from the van to do another scratch, when I walked back to the original scratch, I couldn't find it, so it obviously works. It doesn't take a lot of effort to do it. Obviously just make sure your van's dry, and obviously make sure that there's no grit or anything, because you'll be rubbing that into it and that'll obviously make more scratches. Overall, I'd recommend it. Like I said, I only paid £2.94 for it. I think it is a little bit more expensive if you don't have a discount code. You know, like I said, I would recommend it. If I had seen somebody else using that product and it was a little bit more expensive, I probably still would have bought it because, you know, like I said, you know, it works. You can still see like the little indentation. If the scratch is a lot deeper and deep into the paintwork, you can still obviously see the indentation of the paintwork. There's nothing you can do about that unless you pay hundreds of pounds and have a professional job done. Well guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, I'd appreciate a like, and if you're new to the channel, I'd appreciate a subscribe as well. I'm new to this channel and we are going to be doing a lot more content as obviously time goes by, and we've got holidays planned and things like that coming up. So there's a lot more content to come, so like I said, if you do subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Until the next video, bye for now.